the world's top 10 coldest metropolises.
The video shows cities which are ranked by the annual average temperature and have a population over 1 million. The planet's average surface air temperature is 15 degrees Celsius. That sounds pleasant, however the members of this list have a slightly lower temperature. Let's check them out. Number 10. Stockholm. Annual average temperature 6.6 degrees Celsius.
The Venice of North, the eponym of the syndrome, located on the eastern coast of Sweden, where the Lake Mälaren flows into the Baltic Sea. The central part of the city consists of 14 islands. Stockholm has an oceanic climate with strong humid continental influences, which means the nearby sea heats the city during winter and cools it during the summer, but the differences between the measured minimum and maximum peaks are much greater than in a normal coastal city.
Number 9. Ottawa. Annual average temperature 6.4 degrees Celsius.
The city is located in the southeastern part of Canada on the south bank of Ottawa River, at an altitude of 70 meters. Its climate is humid continental, with warm and humid summers and colder winters. Compared to Stockholm, Ottawa has bigger differences between the minimum and maximum temperatures and also has more precipitation. Although winters are drier than summers, the city still receives more than 2 meters of snowfall annually. That means an average 22 centimeters snowpack during winter.
Number 8. Moscow. Annual average temperature 5.8 degrees Celsius.
The capital of Mother Russia is located in the middle of the East European plain, 150 meters above the sea level. The city got its name from the surrounding Moscow River. The climate is also wet continental with cold winters from mid-November to late March and with warm summers. Compared to Ottawa, the climate is slightly colder from May until November, but the winters are not that frigid according to the thermometer. However, due to the high humidity and more wind during winter, the real temperature feels worse. In addition, the winter nights are also longer in Moscow, and December is usually very gloomy. In the last month of 2017 there was 6 minutes of sunshine in total. Sunscreen demand remained at pretty low level for sure.
Number 7. Calgary. Annual average temperature 4.4 degrees Celsius.
Calgary is the third most populated city of Canada, located in the western part of the country at the junction of Bow and Elbow rivers, close to the foothills of the Rocky Mountains. The city's average altitude is pretty high, more than 1,000 meters. Its climate is similar to the previous two cities, although the summers are colder and the precipitation is less during the whole year. A typical weather phenomenon of the city and the nearby areas is the Chinook wind, a dry, warm air mass descending from the mountains nearby, causing rapid warming and thaw. That basically means the temperature may rise by 30 Celsius degrees within a few hours. During summer, hailstorms are common, which severely damage the infrastructure. At least the ice supply for the whiskey is taken care of.
Number 6. Edmonton. Annual average temperature 4.2 degrees Celsius.
Edmonton is Canada's northernmost metropolis. The city is located in the western part of the country on the North Saskatchewan River. The town's average altitude is 700 meters. Its climate is very similar to Calgary's, but the temperature fluctuations are higher. The winters are colder and the summers are slightly warmer. In addition, the Chinook wind affects the city less due to the greater distance from the Rocky Mountains. But Edmonton has also its weather phenomenon, namely the tornadoes. 20 tornadoes have reached the town since its foundation so far. The most powerful tornado occurred in 1987 and killed 27 people.
Number 5. Nur-Sultan. Annual average temperature 3.5 degrees Celsius.
Nur-Sultan, also known as Astana, is the capital of Kazakhstan and the second coldest capital in the world. The city is located 350 meters above the sea level along the Ishim River, in the north part of the country. The city is surrounded by grassland, cold steppe. Nur-Sultan's climate differs from Edmonton's. It has less precipitation and higher temperature fluctuations. Another unpleasant factor is the strong wind throughout the year.
Number 4. Omsk. Annual average temperature 2.1 degrees Celsius.
Omsk is located in the central part of Russia, in the western Siberian plain, along the Irtysh River at an altitude of 100 meters. Located 450 kilometers north from Nur-Sultan, the summers and winters are colder in comparison. The highest average temperature in January is only -12 degrees. You don't have to hurry to eat an ice cream, I guess.
Number 3. Novosibirsk. Annual average temperature 1.7 degrees Celsius.
The city is also located in the western Siberian plain, 150 meters above the sea on the Ob River. It's the third most populated city in Russia. The weather in Novosibirsk is very similar to the previous city due to the similar geographic location, the great distance from the sea, and the open north-south orientation. That means basically nothing stops the frosty Arctic air reaching these cities, but Novosibirsk is colder.
Number 2. Crossnoyarsk. Annual average temperature 1.6 degrees Celsius.
Crossnoyarsk is a city in central Siberia, 130 meters above the sea level on the banks of the Yenisei River. Its climate is very similar to the recent cities on the list, but even colder.
Number 1. Ulbaatar. Annual average temperature -0.4 degrees Celsius.
Do not wonder that the Mongols headed towards Europe. The capital of Genghis Khan's people is situated in a valley 1,300 meters above and the same kilometers away from the near sea. The annual number of sunny hours is actually more than in the Mediterranean Barcelona. Annual precipitation which is very low, so the vegetation is sparse, hence sandstorms occur often. High mountains to the north and west, the Gobi Desert to the south, and the nice Siberian anticyclone all contribute to the cold climate, causing frigid cold in the winter. If you feel cold, here is a picture to comfort you. That's it for today, see you next time.